outside of my womb. But it is so heartbreaking to see him there suffering every day, not being able to hold him and not being able to touch him. But I'm telling you, it's so amazing. I am just so grateful that God has given us this opportunity, and I have no idea why. You know, number one, I don't know why the video went viral. I don't know why all of this has happened to us. But I am so grateful that God chose us to be that example to so many others. And, you know, my sister, she asked me, she said, Dana, when you're walking around, do people ask you, are you Baby Bun's mom? I don't have that, but it's so many people right now on that page. This morning, it is 900,000 people that is reached. It's been, and it's so many people that's on there that the only thing they do is encourage each other. It's not even about us anymore. It's about people using that page as a resource to go to find encouragement. I've shared so many messages from other people where they said, you know what, because of you, my faith has been restored in God. I haven't prayed in years. And because of Caleb, I find myself praying every single day. I'm like, how in the world is this happening? Why is this happening for us? And I'm telling you, I'm grateful. But if I could trade it all in and just have my baby at home with me and be able to hold him and kiss him, y'all, he is so amazing. He is so amazing, and you know, don't take little things for granted. You know, Arkell was sharing a video, and I was so mad. The other day, the video that he shared on the page was my first day back at work. And so someone sent me a message and said, oh my goodness, the video you all just shared is so beautiful. So I was like, what video are they talking about? And I looked at the video and I started crying. I'm at work, I'm like, oh my goodness. But you know, just to see him do his little hand and wave, and you know, it's just been amazing. It's a wonderful journey. And I ask you all to just continue to pray for us because we have no idea what lies ahead. It is almost as if I'm having, I want to say, an out-of-body experience because, you know, people are telling me every day, you know, there are going to be ups and there are going to be downs. But I pray to God, I say, God, just give us a miracle, a small miracle every single day so I don't feel those downs. And we haven't felt them. When you walk in Caleb's room, it is so peaceful. When you walk in, you don't feel down, you don't feel depressed. I pray to God, I say, God, I want it to even be a place where when Arkell is going there, he goes there every single morning before work. And he goes there for 3 hours and then he goes to work. I said, I don't want it to feel like it's a job for him. And he'll go in there and he talks to him and then all of a sudden he falls asleep. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. I want it to be that peaceful in there. And you know, every day I say, I haven't missed a day with my baby. I don't never plan on missing a day with my baby. But even with Keelan, it's, you know, he said, Mama, you decide to have a baby now? I've been asking for the last 10 years for a baby. And you please hurry up and get him home because we only have 5 years together. So, you know, he's excited about the journey that we're on right now. But I just ask you all to continue to pray for us. Pray for the grace group. Caleb is doing amazing, but we need a lot of prayers and we have no idea. You know, people are asking, you know, well, when is he coming home? I don't know. You know, the earliest that we know right now, they said never expect anything before his due date. The due date was February 16th. And let me tell you about that, okay? And then, yeah, I have so many testimonies, it's like amazing. But I have to tell you this. So, you know, Arkell was saying how I was in the hospital. And every day when I was in ICU, they kept telling me, you have to deliver this baby. If you don't deliver this baby, you're going to fall off the cliff. In fact, one day before Caleb was born, Isis was in the room, her and her husband were in the room when they came to talk to us to let me know, you're not holding on any longer to this baby. You're going to have to deliver this baby tomorrow. We're not going to allow you to hold on any longer. But every day they kept saying, if you don't, you're going to die. We're not trying to save the baby, we're trying to save you. They were going by my due date of February 16th, which is what my perinatal doctor stated my due date was. My regular OBGYN doctor never sent his paperwork in because I was transferred from Johnston Willis. I was in their ICU department. Then I ended up going to Southside Regional. I was in their ICU department. Then they transported me to MCV to their ICU department. And every day we're trying to get the paperwork. My doctor would never send the paperwork in. They said, Dana, we will not try to save the baby. We're not going to resuscitate the baby unless the baby is 23 weeks in one day. I said, well, we're not delivering until I'm 23 weeks and 1 day. I said, but you're gonna fall off a cliff. We don't, there's no symptoms, no signs. The only thing that we know is that, you know, you can die from this. I said, well, I'm just going to have to take that chance, but I want this baby. It's my last chance. And, you know, it was so many people that sent encouraging text messages to me and, you know, would send different songs to me and just let me know, you know what, just hang in there, it's gonna be okay. And y'all don't know, I read those text messages over and over and over again. I used the page when it was first established. My sister made it for me. I would go in there because I could never sleep. I would go on that page and I would just read the messages. And it let me know that I would be able to make it because so many others were able to make it through. And I thought that I was in this alone. I said, you know, none of my friends, no one knows how I feel. Nobody knows what I'm going through. But, you know, I had a central line and I had a magnesium drop. And they told me, they said, well, you know what the magnesium drop is to prevent you from having seizures because your blood pressure is so high. And so, but they said it can take your sight away. I lost my sight while I was in the hospital. And it was gradually, but every day it was getting worse. And when they would say, well, we need to check your reflexes, every day my reflexes were slowing down. Every day my sight was getting worse. And I wouldn't tell them that I was losing my sight because I did not want to take the chance of them taking my baby from me. But when they said, hey, you're 23 weeks and 1 day, we're going to give you this one steroid shot. Hopefully it'll help the baby, but the chances of you having a baby that will survive is less than 5%. They said, and for you to have a baby, if he does survive, he will be confined to a wheelchair for the rest of his life. And I say right now, I do not believe that. My baby will not be in a wheelchair, he will be but I said, I'm going to still take that chance. If that's what God has given me, you know, I'm going to take that chance. So that day, October 20th, we ended up going in. They said, you know, we don't know what's going to happen. We were in the delivery room. And they asked me, they said, well, what music do you want? And I asked them for Tasha Cobbs. I asked them for There's a Miracle in This Room. And they were playing music on there. And then during them cutting me and I'm feeling on, R. Kelly thinks that he knows how to tattoos and deliver baby. Y'all see the entire surgery. But during that, the song that R. Kelly and I did our first dance on started playing. And he was like, Dana, do you hear that? He was like, that's just confirmation our baby is going to make it. I was like, well, right now the only thing we could do is just put it in God's hands. And when they came back in the room and they said, this was the easiest baby, this is the smallest baby we ever had here, but he was so easy to resuscitate. We were able to get a heartbeat. And they were talking about the numbers. When a baby is first born, they give them a number rated from 1 to 10 that my baby was a 1. At 5 minutes, when he was first born, at 5 minutes, 10 minutes, he was a 1. Then they upgraded him at 15 minutes to a 2. They told me, they said, it's a miracle that he's here. The doctors are just so amazed with the progression that he's happening right now. 2 days after he was born, they received the paperwork from my OBGYN. My due date from my doctor from the OBGYN said February 21st. If they would have received that 1 day, 1 hour before they delivered my baby, they would not have resuscitated him and I would not have carried my son. That was God. That was nothing but God, and I am just so grateful. I don't know what God has planned for him. I don't know what God has planned for us. But whatever it is, I'm telling you, I'm on this journey. And it's so much more that I could share with you all, and I could just talk all day, but I just want you all just to pray for our strength. I never knew what that meant. I always heard it as a child, but I never knew exactly what that meant. But I need you all to pray for our strength, that we will be strong for each other, that we will be able to be strong for each other, because it is a lot. And it's not a day that we will miss being with our baby, but if I could do anything to have him home with us, that's where he would be. I would. Hold on. I actually came up here to tell you all thank you. Thank you for being a part of our journey. Thank you for just being here with me and showing us all this love, because I am so appreciative. And like I said, I never ever thought that this day would happen for us. Not at the age of 32, I never thought. I'm going to introduce So Mellow, and I want you all to enjoy them. They are the